how do we provide more open spaces for elements of hip-hop other than rap? Okay, so other than rap, how do we as a community open up more public spaces for all of the other elements?
Well, I think it's important for us to note that the reason why rapping broke out of all the other elements and became a moneymaker is because it was very easy for corporations to take rap and package it and market it. And if we love hip hop, I think it has to be deeper than us pulling together as people who love all the elements, but we have to figure out on our own, without corporations being involved, how do we monetize the other elements? So how do artists who are writers monetize their art? How do B-boys get together and create something, whether it be a DVD or something you sell on Netflix or Hulu or something, or a YouTube channel? How do you build your brand up to the point where it's something that you can now, people are coming to you to get it from you? And me as an MC, I've had to learn how to, that's heavy on my mind recently because I've had to learn how to do that in my own career. I have had records that have been supported by the music business. I've had records that I had to do completely independently. And the records that I've done completely independently, they haven't sold as much, but have been far more rewarding for me.
Okay, I mean, again, that sort of touches on the rap element, which is true. But what about like some of the other elements? How do we get like the B-boys, the B-girls, the graph writers? How do we provide an open space for them also to be exposed? Donald D.
Well, for me, because I still travel throughout Europe at a lot of hip-hop events, for me, I have not really seen a separation of the B-boying with the graffiti and DJing. It's been the rap element that's been pushed to the left, where you don't have the rappers supporting it. And I'm not just saying the rappers of the yesteryear, because the hip-hoppers from the yesteryear still support every element. If you go back to the true school, if you look at Melly Mel, Kaz, and Mo D, and whoever MCs from back in the day, they still part of hip-hop. It's been the separation of today's rap artists that's making music that doesn't support the other elements. Because when I travel, I see all the Red Bull B-boy battles. I see the DJs battles going on. I see the graffiti exhibition. So it's been a separation of the rap part that's not part of it, because I'm still at all the B-boy events. I make music for B-boys to dance to. I did it since the start of my rap career. So for me, I have not really seen a separation, except for today's artists not really part of it.
I just want to add on to that, like my man Donald said, it's Red Bull, you know, and I love drinking Red Bull, you know, it gives me wings and all that, you know what I'm saying? But as much as I respect what Red Bull does, I think we need to do it ourselves. I don't think it should only be waiting on money from Red Bull. I think us as a community are powerful enough to do what Red Bull does. We did it before there was a Red Bull. You know, I think that we need to, and that's what I mean about us understanding the power and valuing ourselves and creating. Red Bull created a situation where they made b-boying make them money. You know what I'm saying? And we need to be able to make our own money doing it. You know?
I mean, I think it was pretty much dealt with there, but hip-hop doesn't ask permission. So I suppose saying, how do we open up public spaces is in some ways the wrong question. Hip-hop forces its way in, whether you want to let it in or not. Hip-hop's like, I'm here, I'm doing what I'm doing. That's how it came to be in the first place. So I suppose it's not really how do we open up public spaces, how do we take them? And I suppose it's for people to provide their own platforms and take those spaces, whether people want them to be there or not, which is what was done originally.
Okay, all right, thank you.
And also, hip-hop, from when we started it back in the days, it was based on us doing it for us. We have forgot that we did it for ourselves. We went out in the parks and did the jams. We did it in the schools. But now we have the mentality that we have to wait for the government or the man to give us funding to do an event, to open up a center, when all we have to do, if we each one donated $1, we can open up our own youth centers for all the youth to be at. I grew up in a place called the Boys and Girls Club in the Bronx, and it was all from community funding. It was not that we waited for government funding. So we got to go back to that mentality. Like as MCs, we put out our music on tapes to shop our music. We did not wait for a label to give us permission to make music. So we got to go back to that way of thinking if we want to be successful in having places for the youth of today to go to and stay off the streets.
Okay, Donald D, thank you very much.